It's the Thursday morning house call brought to you by our friends at Huntsville Memorial Hospital. As we dive in this morning, I'm in for Big Glenn Edwards. It's Carlos the Z-Man, and I get to hang out with the good doctor, Dr. Aiena, once again. It's been a while, my friend.
It has been. I feel like we get to do this episode like once a year, and man, look, obviously I love Glenn, and I'm glad he's getting some time to himself, some time off, but how can you not love an episode with the Z-Man?
I know. It's always a blast with you in here, and me being the sports guy, I think you have a sports topic in store for us today, and I'm very excited.
Football season is upon us. We timed this episode well because I believe as of this week, all 32 NFL teams are back in practice camp.
Yes.
I think I saw that headline. And man,
yes, indeed.
All of our listeners know I'm a big football guy.
Yes.
So I'm excited. LSU's got a big season coming up. I think A&M and Sam Houston all looking forward to hopefully some big seasons this year. I got to thinking, how can... when I've got the Z-Man in office, how can I get a good sports episode in? How about we talk about some of those weekend warrior injuries that I always get to see in the clinic? Now, I know that, and I talk about this a lot, when I'm seeing these guys play football, you know, you kind of yearn for the glory years, right? I remember when I used to be able to run a 40 that could be measured without a calendar. I remember when I could bench press. I remember when I could carry a box up the stairs without being sore the next day. You know, the glory times. So I see these guys doing these things on TV, and I think, I can still do that. That's injury number one that we're going to talk about. The weekend warrior, I can still do that. Now, when you see these football players, what you don't see unless you're tuning in before the anthem is the stretching routine. And you, as a sports broadcaster, you get to see that. You see the players walk out. You see that this is a long, drawn-out process where they're warming up, stretching. We don't do that when we're doing our weekend warrior stuff. When our brother-in-law challenges us to a game of football, darn it, I'm ready to play football. So you get up, you throw, you run, you feel something pop. Because you haven't done it in so long. Mm-hmm. Folks, stretching is so important. Getting those legs loosened up, arms, shoulders. I know you think you can still throw it over the mountains, the old pigskin. Get it warmed up. Get it warmed up. So that's a big one is making sure you're warming up the muscles before you get out there. Number two, and unfortunately, we're going to see this season on TV, the joint injuries.
Yep.
And it's ankles. Those are the big ones, and it's knees. We see those a lot. You don't see hips as often. Shoulders sometimes, but it's ankles and knees. Now, when you're out there, the biggest injury, Danny, friend of the show, actually came on and did a whole episode about this for us, is the knee injury. ACL is one we unfortunately see a lot, and every year we see a lot of players out for the season because of this. The mechanism of injury there is you plant and you twist. It's rough. You feel the pop. Folks, that's a red flag. You feel a pop. There's swelling, especially if you can't put weight on it. Immediately after the injury, you start telling me these things. I'm thinking MRI. Go see your doctor about that. The ankles, more often than not, we're seeing sprains with ankles. Almost every injury I see with that is a sprain. A lot of those, you're not breaking it. You're still looking at 6 to 8 weeks. So you twist the ankle, you step down on it, it goes sideways. You feel that sudden sharp pain. It swells up like a grapefruit. You may tear something. It's not terribly common to tear something in the ankle, but it can happen. Again, you might ought to go talk to your doctor. We've got physical exam tests. We could see if we need to get the MRI, but again, you're probably looking at 6 to 8 weeks. So be careful. Those of us that are over 35 now, we have to be a little more cautious with our joints. We can't do what we used to.
I'm pushing 30 and I'm already feeling it.
You get it, man. You're not as spry the next morning after these. The joints can't take the beating they used to. So outside of warming up, be cautious. Know your limits. I know you want to get that touchdown. Everyone pumped up and ready and into the game. The family that's watching, be cautious. And then the third one, we talk about this a lot, but it's heat-related illnesses. Boy, those are common. And when you're out there and you're playing, it's Texas. We're trained to play hard. I remember in middle school, doing football practice while Beaumont broke its heat record. It's just what you do. I mean, we were stopping for water every 15, 20 minutes. You don't have a coach when you're 39 and you're my age yelling at you to go drink water. Now, luckily, my wife is good about staying on me about it, but you got to be cautious about this. Folks, I say every year I see people that get heat-related illnesses, and I had one this past week. A guy ended up in the emergency room and admitted because he wanted to get that outside job done before the next day. Well, now you're in the hospital for 3 days. Now you're way behind. Take breaks. Take water breaks. Drink plenty of fluids. Make sure you're not playing football at 2 p.m. You're not playing the hottest part of the day. And just keep yourself safe. Your kidneys will thank you. Your muscles will thank you. And it's just going to be a much better time. So, folks, look, I am so pumped for football season. I'm so pumped that it's here. Whew. I know. Maybe cool weather's around the corner, 6 weeks or something.
Please.
Yeah, if the football gods will bless us with a nice crisp autumn morn coming soon. But make sure you're stretching. Make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids. And look, if you do happen to feel a sudden injury, go talk to your doctor. Get it X-rayed. Potentially get some other imaging, and make sure you can get that ankle, that knee doing better quickly.
You heard it from Dr. Lane. Let's have a fun and safe football season and fall ahead. And that's your Thursday morning house call, brought to you by our friends at Huntsville Memorial Hospital.
Let's keep Huntsville healthy.